Today we got an Omnath deck, a 5-color one, by the way, that I'm excited to break down for you here in today's episode. Now, this particular list hails to us from one of the spotlight deck lists from Platinum to Mythic here on Magic's website, and I'm excited to break it down because it is rather unique in today's meta and gameplay as well. So thank you for tuning in. As always, down below you'll find the timestamps where I'll walk through the strategy objective of this particular list. We'll cover your boarding for best of 3. Then we're going to go play that Magic as we always do in both best of 1 and best of 3 here today in the competitive scene. Now, during our journey in today's episode, if you got a question, if you got a comment, do let me know because I'd love to hear from you. And come swing by the Discord server, join the active community there if you want to ask there too as well. So here's what we got going on. 5-color Omnath. So many of you remember this from a previous set. This guy actually got banned. Now, certainly not ban worthy right now, which is why we can cover the list. And obviously nothing happened in the bans. So with that, a couple of key points. So first off, Omnath, Locus of All. Essentially 5-color, you can pay for the black there with either life or swamp. Now, if you would lose unspent mana, though, that mana becomes black instead. So what this does is it allows you to tap out and then build more mana. And we'll talk about that here in a second. So at the beginning of pre-combat phase, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card if it has 3 or more colored symbols in its mana cost. If you do, add 3 mana in any combination of its colors and put it into your hand. If you don't reveal it, put it into your hand. So you also get card advantage and you also get boost in your mana base. So there's a reason why we're talking about this in terms of the strategy. So first off, the first piece of this thing is really the lower level portion and curve is really about control. You're really running a control list. You're counter spelling here and there. You're also looking for ramp. Additionally here, you're still looking for mana base smoothing as well because we got a lot of tap lands here and towers, so we'll talk about that. We got Path of Pearl, so we can get rid of low level creatures or wipe the entire board. We got the charms in here as well that do a bunch of things. And then we do have Conduit of Worlds, which plays really well, so we can play back from our graveyard in terms of permanents or cast lands from our graveyard. It works well with Thalia additionally. So now the key piece to this, why Omnath? So Omnath, we can either tap out and save mana for another turn, or we can also take advantage of that boost in the 3-color mana and add 3 more mana or something else and cast a ton of big stuff. So it gives us a little bit of a ramp. We also have a decent size and a 4/4 body, and we can continue to store mana and do other things with it as well. So this is a really interesting one because it's not heavily reliant on Atroxa, but we have other win conditions here with things like Hullbreaker. We also have Portal to Phyrexia, which is a very, very powerful card. And then additionally, we still do have Atroxa here. Now, again, other things that I pointed out, we do have tons of these lands. So very, very important in terms of mana base to pay attention to. The other nice thing is we can cycle in order to go find the things that we need or we want as well. So that is really the strategy objective of this list. This is really kind of a late game list. We get a little bit towards that mid-range because the ramp with Omnath, but again, really being at that 4-drop slot, really more so late game and has more of that control feel to it. So in terms of boarding, we're going to break that down against aggro, mid-range, and late game. Aggro list, you're going to want stuff that's more focused on either 1-to-1 matchups against creatures or removal. So in our case, Archangel of Wrath is a great one. Additionally here, things like Maelstrom, deal 5 damage to creature or planeswalker. Thalia, again, getting another Thalia in here is really helpful. Temporal Firestorm, we do have a 5 damage board wiper if you need it. We also got Farewell for more board wiping. In terms of options to really combat aggro. Then as you move into mid-range could be like Orzhov, it could be Dimmer, it could be a bunch of different things. There you're going to break it down again between creature base or counter spells. We're already loaded on the counter spells, but what you may want to consider is moving in Archangel of Wrath, Thalia, and other things that may wipe the board depending on what they're playing. Now, if you move to late game and play a control list, there you're going to want to focus things on more like Conduit of Worlds, so you can get stuff back from the graveyard. Negate as well. Maelstrom Charm could be one because we got Drain here if you need the 3 damage or to go find something. Additionally, Thalia is nice again because you can sack and thin. And then Farewell if you need to get stuff out of graveyards. And then Atroxa and Portal to Phyrexia that might help if you want to sneak those in, or again, similar in the mid-range stuff, this gives you a little bit of a power boost as well to consider. So that's really the strategy objective of this list. That's also the board for you for our 5-color Omnath, where let's go ahead and play that competitive Magic here. I am ecstatic to play this because a little bit different, like I said. And then additionally in the space, we do have something unique. All right, so standard ranked. Let's go play our best of one first with this. Now, it is a little bit slow, so we can run into problems, particularly in best of one against aggro lists. If we do kind of get past the point of no return, though, and gain board control, then it's not going to be a problem for us. My main goal for today, obviously, is always win if we can. However, our unique ability to really showcase Omnath is what I'd like to get to. Probably more likely in the best of 3 match. We'll see. We'll keep this. Yeah, we got Omnath here already. We got Path of Pearl, which I'll keep, and we have good stuff here. We got all the right mana base. So this is a pretty good starting hand for us, in particular against soldiers, so that's helpful as well. Let's go here. We'll play the next black. There's our soldier friends. And here we go. We may run into some problems. We'll find out quickly. That guy we can't get rid of yet. And we're certainly going to want to get rid of it first. We'll see. Let's go grab this. We're not going to kick it. We do want another land. There we go. Now again, the wipe on the board does not help us, unfortunately. We're not going to be able to clip this thing fast enough. We have target opponent sacrifices creature or planeswalker highest value. That would get rid of that. It's still not enough for us to live through it. We can drop this one for now, and we'll just cast this. So unfortunately, again, like I said, lining up against that early game like that, and then best of one is going to be a problem. In terms of best of one, if you're going to want to play, you're going to want to downshift some of those sideboard cards so you're not as slow. If we would have been first, maybe a little bit different as well, but a very efficient list that we played against without the right stuff here to get there. And then you can see how the tap lands also can slow you down. All right, let's go on into our best of 3 match. Still a good match to kind of see what can happen. We did have Omnath. We did have the decent stuff that we needed, but just not the right opponent in that situation. All right, here we go. Let's go to best of 3. And again, want to get Omnath on there. That's my goal for you. CB Junior. Our opponent's first. Ideally, I'm hoping they run a mid-range, and then we can drop Portal to Phyrexia. Something like that. I really, really like that card. Let us see. Are they here? CB Junior. Are you here, my friend? We'll find out shortly. They probably took a bathroom break. All right, they're here. There we go. They are here. So we have a cantrip. I will keep this, even though we don't have Omnath. Again, it's going to be a little bit slow, but we'll set up for turn 2. Ooh, mono red. Okay. Now we're gonna really need to think about this in terms of where we go and how we navigate, because this is gonna be a very fast list. I'm actually going to try and get these things on first. Counter there. Uh-oh. 2 basic lands. Literally another really, really bad lineup for us. And that thing's gonna hurt. The good news is we're not quite dead yet on this. Now, I could cast this, but it's not gonna be good enough because it's not high. We'll get 1. I don't think we're going to be able to survive, though, is the problem. Because they went right to the face, which was the right thing to do. Ooh. And we don't have another regular land. They'll get us on the ping. Or burn to the face. One of the two. There it is. Oh, if we can get the Omnath against this, we will be very, very happy. All right, let's see here. So we got to do a few things like I talked about. Archangel of Wrath we have to grab. Spell Pierce is not going to be as good. This one's okay. Negate's not as good. Scrutiny looks. Then additionally here, we do have this. Look at the top 5 cards or 3 life. We can grab Maestro's Charm. We're going to drop Conduit of Worlds because we don't need that. We do have our Leyline if we need. Additionally here, we can wipe boards at 5. 5 damage to each creature and planeswalker, so we can actually go to 5 and flex there. Instead, we can drop and keep that. World of Phyrexia is nice. I want to keep at least one of these things in here, so if we do get to the right pivot, we can see that. We'll go here. On the top end, let's drop Portal. Oh, I like that one, though. Leyline really helps as well. So let's see here. Destroy. Maestro steals damage and sacrifice. Destroy target enchantment. Draw 2. Ramp is still good. Oh, I want to play these. Move the curve down. We want the wipers. I think we do this. Playline's good. This is partly... We'll go with 2 there. There we go. All right. So what I did is I brought some of the high-end stuff out. I wanted to keep the board wipers. I took Leyline out, which generally I wouldn't recommend. I'm only doing it primarily to kind of help show a little bit better here. And the other thing is they didn't really see our deck. They're gonna be thinking it's obviously the 5-colored traditional domain list, would be my guess. And they will certainly be ready for that. Now we can either go green here and then kick, or an additional land, which I think I'm going to do. Now, ideally, we play this at 5. We also have this, which is return, counter, or destroy creature, which is helpful. Obscure a charm. So we have a decent amount of things that we can think about here, depending on what our opponent hits. have the right makeup. One of the challenges here, though, is we need another land. Depending on how we play this. CB Junior. Let's see, Chandra, we can counter, nope, but we can destroy Planeswalker if we need to.
Go ahead, fight me as hard as you can, because I'm real stubborn.
Question is, do we want to do that? Let's see.
Watch me heat up the dance floor.
So we can definitely, we can either pump it. We'll get that off now.
Come on, Chandra. I know you can do better.
CB Junior. All right, Cleve would take this all out as well. So we can play a couple things. We can play this. I'm actually gonna do this first. Get our extra land on. So if we survive this turn, we should be okay. We'll see. If they drop a creature, it's going to come in tapped, which is helpful. They do need 8 damage. It could be possible. Ideally, we can get our Archangel on, and then that will start to kind of change the match in our favor, as long as we can keep gaining life. There's the tap down with Phoenix, which is a good one. Another tap down. Here we go. So that puts us back into where we need to be. I don't know if this is going to be good enough for us to... We can kick twice. Let's try and take this thing off and take that one off. There we are. So next turn, we now have a few different things we can do. We'll see what Jaya does.
1,000 years and they never learn. You're no match for my students.
So here, target creature control gets +1/+0 till end of turn, deals damage equal to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. We can also draw 2. So they'll get something here. We can choose to attack in. We can draw 2. Kind of want to draw 2, but we could easily take this thing out with this. Let's do this first and kick. We'll grab that. Well, we can do this. What's the other ones it got? To that creature, we have 1, 2, 3.
fire, get burned.
Now we don't have the right mana base. So they could attack everything with Gitrog here. We'll see. Again, the mana base for us is off. We could have done the Broker's Charm and took that off. We'll see what they do though. It's a down 2 though. It's not lethal yet either. And the next turn we do pull Path of Pearl. There they go.
You light them up.
6, 10, 13. Oh, they got it. They're very close. So here is what we do here. 2 or less. Now again, here we can wait. We'll see if they go for 2. We will need to do this. There. Oh. So fun. So again, Leyline would help. Again, we're not quite there yet. Maybe we get rid of Temporal Firestorm this time. Let's grab another Leyline. Let's grab our 2 Leylines. That's fine. We'll do that instead. We'll just play the Path of Pearl as the wiper. All right. And we still haven't seen Omnath. I had it in the hand. Let's see if we can make it work. Get Trog, we got Ramp. I'm okay with this for now. Lots of damage. Alright, we got Portal. Can't kick yet. That's gonna hurt us. It's still gonna hurt us regardless. Good news is we do have this. We'll get that off. Didn't matter. So unfortunately, we did not get to see our friend here, Omnath. I'm actually going to try one more here and see if we can pull it out on a best of 3 one more time. All right, let's go. One more. We got a second one here today. Here we go. So you did get to see the flex on the aggro list, which is nice, and kind of how this deck can pivot and operate. It was actually the second match was really nice on our side. We'll keep this one. Again, we don't know what they have out of the bat. Here we go. This one is a little bit more control-y. We're actually going to do this first, mainly so I can get the Spell Pierce on. in case I need it. It's not gonna work for us. And I'm making the assumption actually here that they're probably a I'm gonna keep that one on too. More of an Orzhov mid-range. There we go. Exactly here. All right, put that one on. Ooh, they got one. That's fine. We do want to get this off the board. There we go. So again, a nice pivot on mid-range. There we go. Let's get that one off. All right. We're still in it for now. I'm gonna try it. We'll see if it's good. May cost us. We'll find out. Not having the two. Deal with that.
I'm home. Keep watch for intruders.
So we will need to wipe everything here. On track. Ooh, it didn't matter. That thing's not coming off the board now. Not at all. Kaya is off.
Until next time, then, we must protect the people.
Here we go. We got Omnath. So they can pay one. They won't do that. Ah, shoot. So this is where you want to play that first. Let's get rid of... How much blue do we have? Not a lot. Not a lot of white. Not gonna get rid of the counter. That was a mistake, by the way. Good news is we can do this. We will get our friend on. Which is what I wanted to show. Alright, there we go. As long as I don't kill him. So the right order of play there would have not been to attack in, also would have been to play Omnath, so that when I would have tapped that down, that mana wouldn't have drained out as well. Now Kai is going to get rid of this guy. Most likely. Ooh, there they go for draws. Very nice. We had Omnath in. Lots of draw. All right, so here we go. We will wipe the board. Which will give us our ley line back and allow us to hit Mythras here. They did us a huge favor. They did us a favor.
Good for you. Shuffling me off my time for you to speak to me.
Now again, unfortunate. We don't have everything we need. And they will also still have this sacrifice play with Modrak. I just want Omnath. We are going all out to get Omnath. So by them doing that, I lose my guy too. Which is key. Alright. We're gonna go to the next match because we're not coming back off that. So the key with this one is making sure that some of those cards like we had just don't hit. Couple things we can do here instead. So Farewell, getting that shifted in is going to be better for us. Also countering non-creature spell, and then this one here, 5 damage target creature planeswalker. Also good. We can go look. So those are 3 cards we need to remove. We can keep those in there. I'm gonna drop my Hull. I like Hullbreaker though. Let's get rid of Conduit, Thalia. We can keep these in here. I want to keep Omnath because I'm trying to show that one. Let's drop 1 Hullbreaker because we can go look. All right. So that's where we'll stay on the control side. Portal to Phyrexia might have been good again to have as well. All right, we'll play first. We have control. I'll keep this for now. So we also have Farewell. That. Now this also gets rid of Mondrak, which is another reason why you might want to have 2 of those as an example. Now here is where, if we would have had Omnath this turn, next turn, we pretty much could have crushed it with Portal to Phyrexia. But we don't have it. Right, let's see if we get through here. They'll keep the enchantment. Good deck thinning on their side. I draw 2. No Omnath. Oh. Let's do this. Now they're going to get their 2-drop. One, two, three, four, five, six. Now we can kill that, or we can wait with farewell, which I will. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 6. So now we can hit everything. They don't have 4 on the board, which is why I'm doing that. Not quite there yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we can keep Portal to Phyrexia for a moment. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's cycle. There we go. Still no Omnath. Let's cycle. Oh, not yet. It feels like an 80 card list. Alright, let's see what we get here. We'll drop this, make them sack their board. And now we can start grabbing some of their stuff, maybe, unless they get rid of Portal here. There's Mondrak. Wedding announcement. Um, oh. Hopefully we can get them both back in. The one thing, there we go, that's the one we needed to hit. Grab that, so let's take a look. You don't want those. Got a ley line. Let's grab that. Got a charm. Exile the top 3 cards of our library until end next step. We can play those. Or exile opponent's graveyard. We'll wait. Can't hit that with the Pierce.
Try to burst me, if you can. I'll handle this one. Others need my help.
And that is our problem, but let's do this. Bah! We're trying so hard for Omnath. This is kind of funny, honestly. What could I hit with this? I will take this thing. Well, no Omnath, but we have a Troxa now. We'll counter that. Top 5. No Omnath. There's 1, 2, 3. Four. And let's grab a land. Submit 5. There we go. So now we got Hullbreaker. No Omnath. There they go. They wipe their board. And let's grab our graveyard. Here's Atraxa. Bam. There we go. That's the one we wanted. Kate. Pearl and Rafine. 5. There, we got our Omnath, which is all I wanted to do. Let's get something else on the board. Four cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go. Here we go. Now we got plenty of counter magic here. We just got to be careful that they don't do it. So here's how this is going to work. So we can drain all this. So oops, I didn't want to do that. So on the stack, we're already tapped out if we need to worry about it. We should have done a double tap. But see, now we've got the complete drain here and almost an infinite amount of mana and a couple turns left in order to be successful here. Now we know exactly what's going to happen. They're probably going to try and hit Omnath with a counter, so we'll just do this for now. And then we'll go end turn. And we'll drop Omnath. There we are. So what we'll do at the end of the next turn, though, is we'll pop in Hullbreaker. We will pop in Hullbreaker. Yes! We did it! Omnath. We'll keep the same list. See how powerful that can be as well? Big shift there. Again, Portal to Phyrexia helps us get our opponent very nicely. That time it worked out really, really well. I'm going to keep this list. We're going to try and see if we can bring it home. We will try. So a little bit different. You can see how much more mana we can produce, a lot more that we can play. When you get those things moving in tandem, lots of very powerful things you can do with this deck. All right. Let's see here. I will keep this for now. Got our blue. Let's go here. Let's get this on. Now this does help with early game. Now we can wait on that. We'll kick. Oh. Roxa's real nice. So is Sycophant. We got 2 lands. We can make a double play here. I want this one for now. It will allow us to play another land. So now we're whole on 5. We could wipe the board in 1 more turn. We also have some draw. And we're close to Atroxa. So ideally in the next one, if we kick... We don't want these. See if we can get a land. There we go. Not quite there yet. We do have enough to wipe if we want. We also have this. They'll do the Murex here though. So we'll cleave it. Because it's not at instant speed. We're going to open ourselves up a little bit here. A little bit here. Alright, so now I actually want to wait on Portal before we get Atroxa on. We can draw 2 here if we need to. I'm gonna go draw 2 now. So I don't lose that mana. Not enough for that yet, but I do have Hullbreaker. I can also drop this as well. They'll probably kill that on the drop. So we're playing a little bit more pass go with this right now. I'm gonna try and flash this thing in. They may kill it. We'll see. There it is. But that still puts us in almost where we need to be here. We'll try it. Gonna get aggressive. There's the other kill. Not quite enough. But what I still want to trigger is our friends. What do I want to get rid of here? I want to keep 1 Spell Pierce, huh? Maybe get rid of 1. So Leyline, we have to hit the wedding festivity. So that will give us a little bit less on the damage here. Ooh. Ooh. There you go. So they're going to get us either way. So we can hit that. We lose 3. There's no sacrifice on that. They got it pretty good. Sacrifice 3. We can't kick that back up. They got it landed. That is not bad on their end. I will play Omnath for ceremonial purposes here. Because it's fun. Not bad. We did get Omnath in, and we did take down a match, and you got to see the deck list really perform well in that second game, even though we did not have a great winning streak here today. I'm very happy with the results because it is a cool list. It is something different. Again, this was a Platinum to Mythic list, a featured one here today. Now, net, we did not have a good win rate. That is very true. However, again, a pretty unique thing to kind of think through and play through. So with that, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. As always, appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community. I hope you enjoyed today's list. Let me know what you think in the comments as always, and feel free to come swing by the Discord server and join the community there. Now, on top of that, we got a ton of great Magic content available to you here on the channel and more coming all the time. May Omnath here, Locus of All, work better for you. And definitely with that Portal Phyrexia, as well as that Hullbreaker and Atroxa, do you well. So, till next time, we'll see you soon. Mythras, out of here.